like, when does it all start? Do they come to you with a shoe, a bunch of shoes? Do you kind of get to tweak them here and there? How is that process?
Yeah, I think it's honestly been like probably one of the coolest things I've got to do since, honestly, the process started at the end of my senior year when I was at Iowa, because I was deciding what shoe company I was going to go with. And I talked to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, and they all offered me a signature shoe, obviously some faster than others. And
Caitlin Clark plays in the tough and very competitive world of pro sports, where money and power often change people. But what she just did has shocked the WNBA leaders so much that league bosses and big company sponsors could hardly believe it. For months, people who did not like her kept saying that all the fame and pressure from her amazing success would make her feel alone and push her away from other players. They wanted to see her fail, and they wanted to see her with no one by her side. But instead of letting that happen, Caitlin Clark made one of the most amazing and selfless moves ever seen in basketball. It was a move that completely took over the internet. When Nike gave Clark her huge multi-million-dollar signature shoe deal, nobody thought what happened next would happen. In a move that no one expected, Caitlin did something so big and so kind for her teammate and protector, Sophie Cunningham, that it did not just surprise everyone in the locker room, it even crashed the retail system. In only 4 hours, this incredible act brought in an unbelievable $1.9 million in sales. The people who doubted her are now in complete panic. Big company boardrooms are rushing to figure things out, and the truth about this secret deal is about to change everything people thought they knew about the WNBA. To really understand how important this moment is, we need to look at the huge pressure Caitlin Clark was dealing with behind the scenes. When the giant company Nike officially signed her to a huge multi-million-dollar signature shoe deal, it was supposed to be a celebration just for her. The marketing leaders had one simple plan: build a huge brand around one single star. But inside the WNBA, giving all the attention to just one player often creates strong jealousy and hurt feelings.
Made offers. You can't beat that check, bro. You can't beat that check. Because, at the end of the day, Nike gonna put the money up, but also, I just think it's something about being an athlete and you want to see somebody walking around in your Nike shoe. You can't guarantee you they're going to walk around in the Under Armour shoe. You can't guarantee that they're going to walk around in the Adidas. That Nike, if it's fly,
you're going to see it.
You're going to see it.
That girl Sabrina Ionescu got a dope Nike basketball sneaker. And I seen a lot of dudes hooping in it.
Really?
Yeah, she's nice. Caitlin, as long as she plays her game in the WNBA, she will make so much goddamn money in endorsements.
Other players who did not like her and media voices that were against her were already getting ready to tell their own story. They were waiting to call her selfish, and they were waiting to say she wanted all the attention for herself. But Caitlin Clark thinks in a completely different way. She knew that her success on the court was only possible because of the people who stood by her side when things became difficult. One of those people was Sophie Cunningham, a strong, fearless player who never says sorry for standing up for what she believes and who has always been Clark's biggest protector on the basketball court. While other players stood and watched as Clark was being hit and treated roughly game after game, Sophie was always the first one to step in and defend the superstar, no matter what it cost.
And I think for myself, I kind of think about what's kind of been important to me when I think about shoes or sneakers, and I think just the chaseability of them, and you want a certain sneaker or you want a certain colorway. So I think that's going to be probably the most fun part. Okay, great. You have the mold of the shoe and what it is and the technology that's in it. But more so, I think I'm more excited about making the certain colorways or collabing with certain brands or whatever it is. I know I definitely got a Chiefs colorway on the way, or PE or something. Maybe we can get Andy Reid to coach in them at some point or something.
Are you kidding me?
Or we can turn him into a cleat, or we get something like that.
Oh, listen, you're speaking to me now. I'm game. It's so cool because a lot of you're doing exactly what I've always dreamed of doing in terms, because everybody that plays a sport or definitely is a hooper dreams of having a signature shoe. It is the coolest shit ever. But I remember LeBron came out with his first signature shoe, and it was he had this Hummer in high school, the notorious Hummer, and he kind of shaped or made the shoes kind of resemble a Hummer's look and model and everything like that. When it comes down to it being true to you, I can't wait to see exactly what this thing looks like, and you already know I'll be the first one in line to get them.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. And it's crazy because LeBron's on shoe 23 now, which is like crazy to think about how long his signature line has lasted.
I know, it's crazy, and I've gotten all 23 of them.
You don't see like a lot of signature cleats in football, do you really? Like it's not really the same. Like Trav, you wear like your own PEs, like Jordan PEs, right? Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan. I think those
Caitlin didn't forget this.
Caitlin Clark did not forget this. So, when she signed her name on that historic Nike contract, Caitlin was not only thinking about herself. She made a secret and never-before-seen request to the Nike leaders that made the whole meeting room go completely silent. What was that request? Caitlin Clark wanted her huge Nike campaign to also include and help Sophie Cunningham. She did not just want to have her own shoe. She wanted to share the attention, the advertising, and the money-making opportunity with the teammate who protected her from some of the toughest players in the league. It was an act of loyalty that is very rare in today's sports world, and it completely surprised Nike. They had never seen a young superstar asked to share such a huge moment and spotlight in such a real and meaningful way. When the official campaign came out with both of them together, the reaction was absolutely massive. Fans who had seen Sophie protect Caitlin with strong loyalty felt like this was the perfect reward for everything she had done. They did not just buy the shoes, they turned it into a huge movement. Just minutes after the release, the online servers started slowing down.
You know what I'm saying? But she can still shoot. She plays like the centers in the NBA play now.
Sure, but nobody cares. Like nobody wants. Jokic is the best player in the NBA, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to buy his sneaker. Nobody wants to play like him. But he's the best player. Kyrie could say some fucking anti-Semitic shit, wild stuff, and I see him play, and I'm like, I need all them sneakers.
I wouldn't buy
every single day.
I wouldn't buy a Jokic sneaker, but I'll buy a Jokic scarf, or I'll buy a Jokic cow.
He should make a dad shoe.
There you go.
He made
like a boat shoe.
Yeah, like something.
Yeah.
You might be right.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that could be Asia. Asia could be the best player in the league, but the companies know that nobody really wants to hoop like that, so they're not going to invest in a sneaker.
But don't you got to give her a shot? You at least got to give her a chance.
No.
Because if you gave... Who got a signature shoe in the WNBA? Caitlin Clark, Sabrina. Who Sabrina even play for?
I don't know, but
Liberty.
I think
she plays for the Liberty.
Oh, I didn't know. I think
pull up Sabrina's stat show. What is Sabrina doing to have a sneaker that Asia's not? That's what I need to know.
I think Sabrina got such a strong cosign from Kobe that, like.
But to my point, Asia signed the Clutch. She's with Rich Paul. LeBron's posting about her all the time.
So Rich,
New
get
Balance.
it done.
That's New Balance.
New Balance?
Yeah.
Well, no. Rich Paul has a
Just make sure your mic is.
Rich Paul has a deal with New Balance.
So get it done.
But it's fucking. I'm saying it's one of the biggest agencies in the game, if not the biggest. They should be able to get Asia Wilson a sneaker.
Anthony, what's the unibrow guy's name again? Anthony Davis. Nobody want to hoop like him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying no fucking Anthony Davis shoe. Objectively, incredibly skilled for his size, amazing touch, incredible basketball player. But I don't want to play basketball like that. Yeah. Like, I don't want to play. I want to play.
Whose sneaker would we buy in the NBA?
Kyrie Irving.
Anthony Edwards right now.
Oh my God,
Edwards.
Edwards. He is. Like if they don't get him out of Minnesota soon, like
no, he's right where he needs to be.
He need to be in New York. He need to be in LA.
These guys are going to make such a deep run in the playoffs this year. They're fine. That Minnesota team is great.
Shout out to my boy Tim Connolly. Tim Connolly is the president of Minnesota Timberwolves. He was also the president of the Denver Nuggets. He is the most slept on. He created the Denver Nugget team that ended up winning the championship. He gets fired.
They won a championship?
Son.
Oh shit! Damn, I'm bugging.
You were tripping.
Last year, yes.
So yes, he built that team, but Jamal got his knee blown out
right
before they could have won it the year before. Then he did. Say again.
Nothing.
You this guy's crazy. And now he's over at Minnesota. He builds this team, and they're gonna go fucking crazy. They might go deep run in this playoffs.
Yes.
So
they got a great time. Y'all, Anthony Edwards is right where he needs to be.
No, he needs to be in New York.
Nah,
the league needs him in New York.
I don't know if we had this conversation. I don't believe that anymore, yo.
The number of people visiting the website was something nobody had ever seen before. In just 4 hours, the sales number passed an unbelievable $1.9 million. It was a huge shopping success that completely crashed the website, and the technology teams had to work extra hours just to keep everything running. It was not just a normal product release. It became a historic message about friendship, loyalty, and financial power that went around the usual WNBA system. The quick reaction after this $1.9 million success left Caitlyn's biggest critics completely embarrassed and quiet. For months, people were saying that players in the league did not like having Clark around. But this huge success showed the complete opposite. When you stand with Caitlyn, the fans will stand with you in a way that has never been seen before in women's sports. Sophie Cunningham's popularity and brand value increased overnight, showing that loyalty is one of the most powerful things in the game.
A lot of signature cleats in football. Do you really? Like, it's not really the same. Like, Trav, you wear like your own PEs, like Jordan PEs, right? Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan. I think those fit my game the best just because I grew up in that like Jordan era of like, I kind of like that mid to high top like boot kind of feel, save the ankles, protect the ankles.
Yeah, seriously.
But it's ironic how like a lot of like LeBron's made his way to the football field. Right. Jordan's made his way to the football field. It's kind of like the basketball players kind of run that world of like what's on your feet, and it's always been because of how good you guys are on the court.
How much goes into the technology? I am curious about that because that's one thing that I get frustrated a little bit with, like cleats, modern cleats. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish these things grab better. I wish they had a different mold on the bottom of them. Like, were you super involved in that process as well?
Yeah, for sure. And like, obviously I'm pretty like picky about what I wear. Like, I like a certain two Kobe models. So like, I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it need to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better. And it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe. Cause they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half, and you can like look at like.
Behind the scenes, rival teams and people who criticize them are trying to understand this huge change. They now realize they cannot keep saying that Caitlyn is just a lonely and selfish rookie. She is creating a strong group of loyal players who will stand with her and fight for her because they know she would do the same for them and share her success with them. The business world is watching everything happen with great interest, realizing that the old rules of sports marketing have completely changed because of a rookie who refuses to follow the same negative rules from the past. What we are seeing is not only the growth of a basketball player. We are seeing the beginning of a completely new sports empire. Caitlyn Clark and Sophie Cunningham have shown everyone that real power is not about reaching the top alone. It is about taking the people who supported and protected you with you on the journey. Together, they did not just break a sales record. They broke the limits of what teamwork between athletes can look like, proving that friendship and loyalty are worth more than any company meeting could ever measure.
Two Kobe models. So like I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it need to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better. And it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe because they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half, and you can like look at like a complete cross section of the whole thing.
So there's like a couple Kobe's that.
The WNBA will never be the same after this, and company leaders are now realizing that they may have to follow Caitlyn's way if they want to be part of the future. Will other big stars copy this selfless idea? Or will money and business interests keep trying to separate the league's biggest names? The game is changing faster than anyone expected, and this is just the start of a huge new change. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Did Caitlyn Clark just make the greatest teammate move ever? Tell me what you think.